Sierra Leone is indeed a land rich in natural resources, including diamonds, gold, bauxite, and rutile, along with a vast potential for agriculture and fisheries. However, the shadows of its past, most notably the brutal civil war from 1991 to 2002, continue to haunt the nation. The war, fueled by corruption, economic disparity, and the infamous blood diamond, left deep scars on the social, political, and economic fabric of the country. The politics of grievance, characterized by deep-seated resentment and divisions along ethnic, regional, and partisan lines, remains a dominant force in Sierra Leone's political landscape. These grievances often stem from historical injustices, perceived marginalization of certain groups, and the legacy of corruption and nepotism in government. As a result, the political discourse and interactions in Sierra Leone are frequently charged with mistrust and antagonism, impeding efforts to build a unified national identity. This fractured political climate has significant implications for nationhood and development. The continuous cycle of blame and counter-blame between political parties has diverted focus from more critical developmental policies and reforms. Public institutions struggle with inefficiency and corruption, further eroding citizens' trust in the government. Consequently, national unity remains elusive, with regional and ethnic loyalties often taking precedence over a collective national identity. The lack of a cohesive national vision undermines development efforts, as political instability discourages foreign investment and disrupts long-term planning. Social cohesion is also compromised, with communities remaining divided along political and ethnic lines. For Sierra Leone to progress towards true nationhood and sustainable development, it is essential to address these historical grievances, promote inclusive governance, and foster a political culture that prioritizes national interest over partisan gains.
Picking an eye, reflect the sky. Hope nor die, we still to try. Rich land, empty hand, we endure. Wait for answer, heart then pure.
Obo de se awana e awisi to mami no sukuri no tung momo nungo famulem in a cabo plenty kushete. You know say it is routine in the field. We come 3 times a week a redemption. But today we can't talk but how we will achieve tolerance, truthful, and united Sierra Leone. And if we want to do that, we get to forget about mago. We get to forget about how. We get to forget about scratch body, pepper na body. We get for ground we serve, get yourself grounded on the data and the cultural intelligence and inclusive governance. Everything we do, it get for be inclusive. Everybody matter. Everybody gets an opinion. Every opinion is relevant in a constructive environment. Sierra Leone right now, all we ideas them, na the thing that we no matter. We pour so much energies, patting them. We know the better we. Panting them, we not significant. Like for instance, I see the new zeal, the extra zeal where people they put per alumni organizations. It's all nice. But that zeal day, if now 50% of that self will be put towards the nation, we for be done they far by now. Why we always defend smaller groups then for put with loyalty, for put with patriotism too, rather than state. Why would they go for half walking get the whole? Why we can go for Bonya walking by the tray? Now these are the questions them we can talk about today and try to find answers them for. We not go just they dilly-dally, they do the same things them, they get the same results over and over. So media fumble them. Again, for let we achieve tolerant, truthful, united Sierra Leone, we must move beyond rhetoric to action. We get for act. We talk the talk, we get for walk the walk. And we get for make ourselves sit down better one by cultural intelligence and inclusive governance. We get for sit down on that bench. We get for do that. America no go do it for we. England no go do it for we. France no go do it for we. Now we wear we suits. Now we know who side they born we. Now we go able to navigate with it inside that suits they for know if we go manage them or we get for pull them and fend something entirely new. So famulem, I go pass on to me co-host when you work tirelessly for do research. Just for let we reach to una and make una understand the implications of some of the actions, the ramifications of them bad actions they are, but we all well-being. Famulem at the persona to Mr. Jallo. Pajalo na the word that.
Yes, I will go a kusha a cabo. Baba ni a will a kusha a cabo.
And before you talk, I want to tell Famulem say the big man, God gree, tomorrow go be his birthday. Happy birthday in advance.
Thank you, sir. And I there for so.
I know.
The and from now on, I return troublemaker. They all are idiots.
Well, like good trouble, because there's not things you get for do for let things change. It's worth it.
Afu mami no piari sekeno, topi noa. Topi ambora. Na yenki. Bondesi abiana kawiena. As my co-host don't introduce this topic. And it don't lay am fine because now the answer they all in deal with. Me na the question I they ask. What he make we lack bigotry na Sierra Leone? What he make we lack for treat we self with contempt? What he make we deceitful na Sierra Leone? Who that they benefit from all of this? Because me I not see who that they benefit. Honestly. You know that and me? That's contemptuous. That man can be a poor beggar, but he has a name, the same thing you have. We make una all equal. What in they call humanity? The humanity in each of us is our divinity, it's the power. And one thing you get for know, now human action, they create inequality. Now inequality, they create poverty. Poverty, now they create beggars. And when once a society don't try to create structures for say, then why have for remain beggar? Then why are not them for better? We don't turn that society into a permanent in unequal society.
Mm,
What do you call the caste system?
mm.
That caste mentality na in the halaki we na Sierra Leone so. This better pass this, and then the God bless them. There is no God that blesses anybody. God has blessed everybody. Now, we attitudes, we beliefs, and we perception. Now, they make some people suffer. We say they not get blessing. And a sin for say that. Because the very religion we believe in tell we say we for respect each other. Now, I make every religion they preach the concept of congregation. Come together. Every religion they preach say, what you want let them do to you now for do to a company mortal man.
Yeah.
I don't care how they talk them, whether they talk them Arabic or Sanskrit or Greek or Latin. It's there in every religious scripture.
Yeah. Evidently.
It's there. But if we have all these resources in Africa, and especially in small Sierra Leone, we not get the ability for treat ourselves as equals in creation, as equals in the sight of God. That's why poverty and suffering in Africa. And we the create them. So it's time we begin to look back and see how we can change some of this. Nobody is going to make we what we want to be except ourselves. If China can move from a ragtag nation wearing uniform in 45 years, why is it taking 60 and more years and Africa is still suffering? Why? Why?
Well,
Are we not intelligent enough to sit back and ask ourselves all these questions?
well, I make same way. I ask, say, why we would live in quarters and halves? Why we not go live in a hole? Are we not good enough to have it all? When you see Solomon and together, then get so much zeal. I go grammar school. Grammar school better pass Prince of Wales. I go Bo School. I go Annie Walsh. Or that one they go Koyema. Then they go Mambo Mamesima School. Then they go Yanda. It is always for create a two-tier system, three-tier system. Weaken the family. You rightly put up clear. You talk for say both religion they talk about fellowship, for come together, for pray together. They call them fellowship. They call them corporate prayer. Corporate prayer is more powerful than individual prayer. Because with corporate, just maybe for one person, they can forgive the whole country.
Not that. I want to let you know one thing.
Yeah.
That's the side religion did not explain to us. The power of God is a power of some energy, of intelligence, with fluid, dynamic, and it grow. The power of God grows. Okay?
Yeah.
God is a fluid individual, if I could personify him.
Mm-hmm.
God is the highest level of intellect that is found in everything
Mm-hmm.
in the cosmos.
Mm-hmm.
He gave us that power within us. We body now part of God, but at the same time, it is not the most relevant part of God. Now we intellect, we heart, and we mind, and I know the power of God in us. If we have all those powers, but still yet we tie ourselves down because we have been brought up in a condition where there were few bullies trying to enrich themselves at the detriment of the masses, we still continue with that. Then, what he make am worse, we get all the resources for able live without we not go big. But still, we mentality of selfishness, we mentality of clannishness, we mentality of forming cabals, cliques, and whatever, not they allow we for see the bigger picture. So much so that people coming from outside, they use that against we and control we. I don't tell you several times, and I don't say on this platform several times, that we should stop blaming Europeans for enslaving us. I don't care which argument we put up. The Europeans met us practicing what we still do. We do it worse today than in those days. We create a class system where they tell you, say you are lucky, now we better, so go do how we like. Whether European guys see up, and I say, well, I benefit from this. So they meet there, we better say, paddy, look, can sign contract, and they buy us for you now, Latvia. Jabo, yes. Remember, oh, those are the romantic lands. I'll go there to see foreign lands. Stupid.
Papa, I'm glad the way you bring Nandi come.
I'm not done it. Hold you fire. I'm not done it. Then after that, he said, "Bo, you know, I put some money for you." So I said, "Well, nobody not gonna." Then go put 2 million, 3 million, 20 million, 30 million for my bank account. They look, oh, now I have money in a foreign account. And also a house in Latvia. You don't feel say, I'm the king. Now wait, man, he don't buy you. So now they go take what you don't sell, he go profit. You go blame him, say, I can't stupid you.
You cannot blame somebody.
Well, go ahead, sir, go ahead.
For your stupidity, you cannot
Go
blame
ahead.
anybody.
Go ahead.
You know, and you talk something we're very important. When you talk for say we can't continue, they blame. Yes, they blame the Europeans then. Yes, then do their own. There's no two ways about it. But then suffer similar circumstances. Because they said be the under room. They said them be misuse them. You know? So this whole cliches. Slavery not be international thing. It was a whole worldwide thing. Even we get slave now, we own country internally.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know that China, about 3,000 years ago, was a powerful empire?
Yep.
Do you know that greed now destroyed the empire?
Yep.
Do you know that during the time of colonialism, where European nations be they go all over the world, they colonize people, Britain, France, and Germany, they been get a high presence in China?
Yeah.
Do you know that also Japan had a presence?
Colonized them.
Yes.
Yeah, Japan colonized them.
And it was because of that the Communist Party then put up stiff resistance, then get power, then start with the people, then tell them the truth. Say, we get all what you need, but you get for tranga on a low patient. Mao Zedong been the worker foot all side.
Yeah,
They correct the people them.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
Then finally, he said, all right, what you go do, layer build up. He said, law put weight for education, law put weight for agriculture, law almighty bel full. Then start with that. Now he begin send some of them go Russia, then they go learn certain skills. When then come back, he say law embark on industrialization. When I see say foreign interference one can, then do what's in them bombali people been they do first and then tongue and gate and lock the gate.
Exactly.
Then begin call them ironclad nation.
Mm-hmm.
Why still we are calling them ironclad nation? The guys we are outclad nation, they can all the best universities, they learn all the best technology and science, then
So
go
bring
back.
them home. Yeah.
90% of the Chinese top class elite, they can speak English and French perfectly. Others speak German perfectly because they studied in these countries. They went back home under guidance of their leaders. They make their country in 40 to 45 years. Today, without much gainsay, China is the second most effective economy on earth. It may not be the richest, she may not be the richest country,
Yes.
but it's the most effective economy on earth. If these people can do it in 40 years to 45 years, Salon, it would can be 64 years. From the time they say independence, we sit on the fat because we get clan patriotism. All man are in clan is sabi.
We get pepper in our body. We get we in our body. Jaloni in our body.
And as we they go along, oh, they teach the young generation,
Mhm.
that cause and fet mentality don't turn now into a culture.
But the
So
thing is,
even within the political parties there now, it don't turn clan. Right now, you get over 60 flag bearers they up for APC. Then SLPP, they don't begin course. Can they they pull a video? Hey, this man is not a government, but the man is elected chairman of his party. He's not a government officer. Yes, they all out cocaine. Would have been getting cocaine now? If matter be involved in cocaine, all involved.
you see, all what we don't go through, other countries don't go through them. England went through it. Norway went through it. China went through it. But after all that, even Russia went through it.
Yes, I will not deny. But one thing where we not get, and where now we need for begin adopt, the ability to recover. Norway started mining oil in 1969. By 1986, that ow for the oil money, it broke down the economy. Norway went bankrupt. Now the term Jens Stoltenberg, we been recently be Secretary General for NATO.
Mhm.
He's come back to Norway and is now the Minister of Finance. Because there had been some issues around the financial running. They say, you come back now, you sabi how for deal with this thing. Jens Stoltenberg came with an idea. He convinced all the politicians and political parties, say, let we establish a sovereign fund who's how they put the oil money. We go to use 4% per annum money for run this country. The rest, they'll take them from the taxes where the people and they pay. Now they don't start from 1991, wait today. Now we get the biggest sovereign fund. They know how to recover. Finland in 2008 went bankrupt. There was this massive political upheaval. Then call the IMF. The IMF come. Then do what they get for do. Now they have recovered. Why can't we recover in Africa? Because we they refuse to move from we clan mentality.
I'm glad the way you lay that premise.
They refuse for look say we country big as we clans them.
And besides, now we're not the only victims in the world.
Yes, we
Other
they play
people have been
victim all the
victims.
time.
But they're able to dust off from outside and for them and try to build something uniquely them. You cannot keep trying to be what you're not. No way, waiting and do, then do something uniquely. No way. Not so.
Yeah.
They're not going to copy other person. They get the resources. They make the resources work for them.
Yeah.
They invest the resources based on their interest. When we
nothing are the biggest thing what they do. Not only the resources they look at, because they know saying that the resources being caused the problem. Then look at how for build trust.
Mhm.
The biggest currency they have that they are using to run their country is trust. In Sierra Leone, it's trust that we have destroyed, and we keep destroying it.
You
All
mentioned
the cause and effect.
Kanye Yumkela. You see, this politics of if enough face me directly, not to me business. Now in the man clearly showed to we all. We get an issue of which we get an international criminal in our country. We country, all of a sudden, it don't become a narco state. And we
I
all
want
know
you rephrase that statement, sir. We are sorry for interfere. We get an issue
Mhm.
of an international criminal in our country
Yes.
when are the brother-in-law of the head of state.
Yes.
And the brother-in-law now employ you.
Now I employ you. You not say,
You
ah,
know,
you hold your own. This not something where don't put the country for high risk. Country where not get money. Country where they pan manjalanji. Country where they isabile la yarasuli. They pan pepe. If we can get something like this, we get very negative vibes attached to what in they go on our country. Una all keep una mouth short.
including the APC.
Yes. So you don't say nothing until when this man here, when a key player on the drugs business, where happen for commodities at the same district as you said, after where they release them, where he come back home, because they not be the ambassador in Guinea, that man they can make a disclaimer before everybody pray day. Say me, I don't see other person, you know. That the vice president that he supports for presidency. Can they Kela for the president? They have to say, and then they left the baton. Ibarata. Because the man don't massive food. When they mass the country, when are the whole, you see what they tell about the syndrome of half and quarter, all man in a young quarter. So this don't kind of young quarter. When it affects the whole country, you're not interested.
Yeah, not in business.
This man not a stakeholder. I would have listened to him if he became forward at the time where we needed somebody for speak up. When somebody, for not even speak up, he gets problem, he resign. Then we go not for say you got integrity. But now, this man here, they don't withdraw him, not ambassador anymore. Now still chairman na the district. That means to say he's still senior na the district past you.
Yeah.
And he make a disclaimer. Even though me personally, on the one hand, I agree with Kanye Yumkela, because somebody like that, they for strip him of all.
Well, in party has not done that.
Adekam, while they investigate, they for strip him of everything while they investigate him. Totally. I agree. But what did I not agree with? How comes all of a sudden when the issue directly affects your own personal interest? Now it is holla. Like how Babu de holla where live for Donyara. Come on.
Mister, if I can come in.
Yes, sir.
You see, when they say catch 22, and they happen so. Now draw rope, draw bush, now it don't begin so. I make a tell you say for rephrase your statement. That man na SLPP chairman for Cambia district. And we know say the brigade that are inside the SLPP, they all land up on this case. Yes, we don't say them catch her with the thing, Guinea Olam, they don't left her, don't come. If the man go, he say na social policy they support. I think so for begin see the bigger picture, say the man they look for protection. then it no fashion in this case. But if can they come on now, they can't say this. That he won't push the case now against SLPP, because when they push Bangura too much, he will begin spill the bean.
You know, till I want to go deeper. Because we dey shallow. We're not inside the water, we go deeper.
I go no more anyhow you want.
Remember where that man, when I the clerk in the parliament,
Mhm.
he money,
Mhm.
say even they pay he worth, when he went for the work for the parliament.
Mhm.
When they hold up, what did happen?
Above.
They're not doing nothing.
Yes.
You see, when they talk about this impunity, when they talk about that snaya, people like can make like for say, nah, get na hand, na noise with they make.
From here, well, let them say I get none from now on.
It is a trend where you don't create a pattern of behavior.
Mhm.
They happen repeatedly, it become norm.
Yes, it will become norm, and after that, it be a culture.
It become a culture. And when this they happen, when that man they in do am, can a young girl not talk? You know holla. Because I got to me money, let them try it. And once me they get me own quick.
Yeah.
If I they get me own, I cannot complain. If they touch me on, I go holla. Well, now when they touch me on,
Allah now, we know
holla.
the yeri.
But this
Someone
is
for
not
the
new.
yeri.
It is not new. Because I cannot believe, say, that man, they still in a parliament in the work day. After waiting he do, it's no secret. The law, no. Anti-corruption, no. This very anti-corruption, when they're old person, if they're old, how they call them, Fajalo. Now that Monday night, they can bring a
Imran.
he say, old Fajalo. Let them go bring Imran, he okay safe.
Imran.
Instead of,
Imran.
yeah.
We not get anti-corruption. You see, don't you get now? Anti-corruption.
I'm telling you. You know, it's laughable.
You read between the line what you mean?
Yeah, I get you. Now they
Corruption. That money, they all be earning company away for them.
you know,
I hope that Titi corruption.
that money, it don't connect all the company, baby. When they say Fatima take money, for the investigator, they say no. If they get for investigator, I get for bring the former president he went back, I can investigate himself. This anti-corruption, they behave so. We allow things like that to happen.
Titi corruption, my friend.
So
He
if
said,
they hold him, they go talk for say, hey, let them go hold Imran back. Let them go investigate himself. This woman have been investigated, then pass the file to you for let you do your job. You can't begin to moralize a case for try for equalize. Is that your role? So, me man, the whole thing is just comical. It just, sometimes I can wonder, they pinch myself, say, am I alive? Because you know, like for say Salone, now a country or the people that are Salone, they alive. Because if we really they alive, where are they see big man them we get with here all over their body, they match pass like school picking. So then they match pass for Prince of Wales. Then they match pass for Annie Walsh. This is the big thing. The kind zeal when them people they put on the alumni association. If then they put a quarter of that energy day on we country, do you know where we will be?
Well, the fact is, let us take it even with their institutions. The amount of money being spent on frivolous activities, if it is saved and half of that is put into those institutions to equip them, I think those schools will be well equipped.
All the rest of them, the ticket
Man pay from America or England for go match pass. If we put half of that ticket money,
it's about $2,000 for tickets from America for Sierra Leone.
if you put half of that money into a fund for the school, say let we equip the labs, let we equip we picking them, let them get enough learning and teaching materials. I think these schools will be well equipped. But the point is, The point is, there is one fact that Sierra Leoneans need to accept. We are more of egoists than people living as civilized communities.
I cannot understand that.
You don't understand that? La
No,
repeat that.
I cannot understand why we think that way. How?
You
How
they
would you
think
justify that?
simple, you they think simple, then they look you as foolish and unserious. Then when you talk to them, they come towards you with an attitude as if you're talking crap. Then honestly, some of we don't think and they okay, read them when they talk. And one day I go say, man, I know they take nonsense from me, company mortal man. I know they offend person, but I know they take nonsense from you. If you okay, can they cause they were saying an idiot, or they provoke them, this now they tell you about it corruption. I'm doing it without malice. It's fun for me. Because as far as I'm concerned, these guys don't
They're
exist.
comical, they're funny. So obviously I agree with you.
I
Because
don't need them. Maybe they need me, but I don't need them. I don't need anything from
you
them.
go to any salon organization, they know they think about how we go improvise, how we go try to build something out of nothing.
No,
As
no,
soon
that's
as better so now for begin the tax, bring this, now for now collect this, now for now collect this. There is no innovation, none whatsoever. Hey, now
not about collecting
many
money.
things you can do without you not spend money. Look, somebody will tell me one time what will they say? Let people and protest as alone. Well, when I get for give money for water. Now they ask the person.
After
I
protesting,
say,
you drink water.
after protest, I will drink water. I say before protest, you know me the drink. He say yes, I the drink. I say after protest, you not get for drink. He say I the drink. I say why I get for give water for protest day? You know, these are the things. These are the things. Anything where you call a Sierra Leonean for be involved in, he want for benefit out of it. They know they ever they think about how it will benefit the community. They know they think about how it will benefit Wuna in 3, 4, 5 years because they are never long-sighted.
I go want for make you repeat let you reconsider the word benefit.
Uh-huh.
You know why?
Uh-huh.
Whatever they are asking for is not a benefit. It's just like what you they talk now, where somebody they go exchange rest for diamond. It's not a benefit. It's not a benefit.
Idiocy.
When somebody they go ask you for gear money for something when not for you better one, it's not a benefit that money with the gear because that money it they consume until they done today. And he's not going to come back to you asking. If he come back to you ask, you go look and say, oh, this man will say he can come for the car misuse me. Not to so.
Look at the Norway model. Simple thing they do. None of us saying that something out of the world demand do. They say the money will be mine.
Mm-hmm.
Now put them in them and say, Kakama.
Mm-hmm.
And that money they now they pull 4% day.
Mm-hmm.
We after now we use for do this and that. But then the ball, now not touch and now put them.
Mm-hmm.
That's Sierra right now. Everybody know for say gold valuable, gold is value. They help for strengthening currency.
And I want to just hold a small bit.
Yeah.
As you don't bring this gold issue, there are over 55 artisanal mining areas in Sierra Leone. If go ahead, I'll not take the thing from you. I just want to say there are 55 artisanal mining areas.
That gold they where they waiting. Salon no go able for say, all right, anybody will mine, we go expect this in gold. They melt up, put on now we vote for them, we go back that money they, back use them for back with money. By the time when they talk, if they talk about saying 5% of the gold when they come out of the country every year, they make gold bar, they put up. In 20 years, you know how much gold bar they will don't get? Just like what in this man doing in Norway.
Now, if I can come in and assist you in that area.
Yeah.
Because one thing we may not believe, I not believe in this perception where we get say government for do everything. Government a key role now for build the trust where we need. Then 55 gold mining areas in Sierra Leone. If the government can build a trust amongst us, say, okay, we dey form an investment fund for gold. We dey ask people in the diaspora and in Sierra Leone, we're able to contribute, let them contribute by buying shares from this fund. Now we buy the gold from the local artisanal miners. We are going to put away 5 or 10% of what is bought annually into the national vault. Then the rest will sell. Whatever comes from it, we shall share it as dividends amongst the shareholders. Then we continue for do other businesses where we'll go invest some of the profits into. If we have an honest system, this is what we should be doing.
That is a very simple and very
simple, not a rocket science.
It is not.
Now the corruption now we had now with problem.
But again, it come back from government. If people organize, they organize it. And they run to organize
Imran, beg, let not contradict ourselves now. We don't talk say we not get nationalistic mind, now clan mind we get. But when they elect people them people there, when they go na power, now clan them, then they go work for, not for the country.
Not for the country.
So we not get government, yeah?
No, we don't. We
don't
don't.
Left for life
We don't a fool we said. Because this thing where you make so simple as it is, if they do that, if they say that 10% of voting and collect, then they melt into gold bars, and then we vote.
As long as you transparent and able account from the project go before.
Yeah.
Nobody not go crumble.
How do they go strengthen with money? With money now, as speak, now we get the 5 weakest currency in the entire world. When they talk about weak currencies, we are number 5 from the bottom. Well, even today, I don't know if we don't go number 4. Because with money, they by a free fall. Anytime when you send dollar to Sierra Leone, the exchange rate, they go higher. Every time when you send you money, they go higher.
Yeah.
Then we get all of that to think about. Then you see big jackass them. These are intellectual juggernauts them. Some get PhD, some get masters, some get double masters. They all go there, wear white and they match pass. Bang, 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 bang. You know, when I don't get priority, you know, the man, it really kill me. And he wants to only come all over the world. If they call them Sierra Leone an issue, say, let we all descend in Sierra Leone, let we go hold the government accountable. We all, from all over the world, will descend in Sierra Leone. You know the impact whether they go make? You know the message they go send? Do you know how it go shake the entire world?
I know.
Say the diasporans from Sierra Leone, they all descended into the country. Go ask the government for step down.
No, we don't need to ask them to step down. We only ask them to behave themselves. We are going to
No, they want them to step down. They don't pass the sell by date.
Hey, Imran, take 10 kilos for CD God.
I don't mix my parable day. Let them go now. Let them go and let we facilitate to get interim government. Then we get people them when are so bad-minded people them. We go come there. We don't get any interest in politics. We give
I want to ask you one question. Let's be honest about that. Adikam, I want to ask you one question. Let's be honest about answering that question. Do you think there are sober-minded Sierra Leoneans who can change the dynamics today?
Yes, I believe so.
You believe so?
Yes.
Well, why are they quiet?
We have people them way so dumb fed
They
up.
come, are they come? Now, yeah, we don't talk, say, if you don't actively participate, you are passively participating. Me and you, we there every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I know one or two people amongst we team up, then say we'll stand for this, we'll stand for that. Minus that minority. Do you think there are Sierra Leoneans who are ready to see Sierra Leone change?
Yes, I believe
Me,
that.
anybody who passive, anybody who quiet, I don't believe them.
Well, I am of a different opinion. Let me tell you why.
Why?
You see, we history is clearly evident. Say, people and they we don't talk before. Then same people that already holler like village dog in the back. Whoop, 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 whoop. When those people speak, when they hold them, nobody know they talk and cut them throat. A lot of people don't get fed up with that nonsense there. They don't vacate Sierra Leone. There are people that where they meet in England now, where you know go, if you don't self-associate with Sierra Leone, they cut everything out of that country there because they just fed up, they give up, they tire. And I can talk to them. They can tell me if Sierra Leone serious, if Sierra Leone people them take their life seriously and then call upon we. We're not interested in politics. I don't want nothing to do with politics. They ask for my expertise. I would more than be willing for assist. Then they
are worse than the thieves we have now.
You know, I don't miss plenty of them.
Amen. Those people are worse than the thieves we have in power now. Ask me why.
Shoot.
Me was Sidona, I worked for that country 20 years. I ended up being molested, abused, beaten, and announced dead. Dead, I mean. I struggled 5 years in Guinea-Conakry. I was able to find my way to Norway. I came here over age 50. I had a lot to face as a challenge to get myself grounded. And I still have the courage to come back and say, let me talk for my country. It's not because I'm rich or radical or stupid. For those people who are waiting for them to be called upon, they have an expertise. They can keep their expertise.
Well,
I'm not done it.
Okay.
You see, now then tell make we country the idea so. We all get expertise. That if man being an expert. That like man an expert. Okay? But if we want to see the collective grow, we must collectively come forward and say, this is not what we want. This is how we want it. That's what Scandinavians do. We know that British cocky bigotry, stupidity. I have an expertise. I'm not going to mess myself. If they want me, they'll call me. Keep your expertise and go to hell. The only thing the country will continue for suffer.
Well, you have a point.
And I have all the points.
Not on how loud you shout, show commitment. Some people,
it's not about
they come. Because you see, when it comes to social issues, not to one size fits all. Anything we get for do with social issue, it gets multiplicity of opinions, of attitudes. You have to bring them all come in. You see, some man can be loudest right now, can make all the right noises, but they not go get the enduring strength for see them through. So that man when you don't quiet, they don't say nothing. Now that's make we wise people that can talk for say people them where not they talk. Afraid them. Because when you they talk, me they talk, then they get that knowledge. But they don't knowledge and they pull them out. Some of them people in there sit down. None of us say the number for waiting. For them, Now safety, they want to see first. See there.
Oh, we know one safety. Boy, Jalo no
And
one
the
safety.
personalities, they're different.
No,
The
now you are
personalities are
insulting
different.
me, my friend. You are insulting me.
No, I'm
Tell
not
me
insulting
that-
you. Me and you two, are the same thing. Me and you two, they speak loud and they talk loud, and they don't beat me self too, like you. They don't beat me self too.
Mister,
That is new.
all
They
those
don't beat a lot of
people,
people.
all those people you see keep quiet. They are doing it for personal security and safety of their properties.
But that don't mean to say they don't care.
Either they don't care. They don't care. They don't care about the nation. They care about themselves.
Well, all right.
And at the same, I care about myself. Now people then they go into politics with.
Well, you see, we as a people, it is very difficult for us to agree on anything. It is evident here now. It's a good idea for that we all, like how and you watch them, they only buy tickets them. I ask, then there's there for tickets from America for go Sierra Leone right now. It's over 20, it's about $2,200. $2,200 each. And the people that want to go, thousands. Then they come out from England, hundreds they come out from here. Then they come out from Europe. Then they come out from all over the world. And you watch. Then they go. Now the same way, PO. Now the same way, grammar school. Now the same way, convent. This zeal. Me man, this zeal. And they repeat the word.
Will you agree with me? I want to ask a question, sir.
This thing, the energy whether they put for go. If we all take up, we all descend go to Sierra Leone. For Sierra Leonean issues. For that we try forget a way forward. For that we go raise some certain questions with them people that say, I don't fail. APC, SLPP. We don't tire. We they ask for all for step down. We not care who that they now, who that be they. We not step down. Now we get an interim.
Thank God, you don't defeat yourself about those who
them. It's not about winning. It's about saying these things. It's not about.
Are you with me? Are you with me?
I'm hearing you.
Now you've defeated yourself because you see that group where they talk about. Now then they keep quiet, they wait with the expertise, let them call on them. They feel fine to go to Sierra Leone and match pass in that squalor. But they don't feel fine to say this is not right.
But that's the point I'm making. We are in the same place. At the same place today. This is not about winning. It's about bringing out this point. Make them see how foolish them be.
You think say myself no want to plane go salon for go match for grammar school?
Because they want for go there.
I didn't do it because I see a bigger picture and I know I have the risk of being manhandled if I go there. That's all. But we all want for go match for school.
They want to go match. Because they want for go match, then prepare for keep them out short.
Well, now we come to the same.
Keep them out short. I mean, they say things, and they say them across the board. I say it. I don't. Another section lies. Anything.
I not buy any crap from any Sierra Leonean. I don't care.
You can't go. You can't go. If that is the price I pay, it's worth it. But the reality is, if we all agree, say that we all go, all of us, like how did they go for go match for the school? We all go. Then that's saying that you church one, you church all. If we get certain fundamental principles, so if they go and then church one and go kill we all. If that kind of attitude there will be don't put them.
Imran. We come back to the same thing where you want to defend some people keeping quiet. I want to tell you one thing today. The Sierra Leonean will only congregate and amalgamate or whatever when it comes to showing off their egos. When it comes to working for the nation, they think of their property and their safety. We now the stupid idiots, and me, I don't ready for be idiot from now on. Thank God I'm going to be 70 in the
It is
next
really sad. It really saddens me. If we not get that kind of effort today, some of you, they fly, they go UN. When they fly, they go to ICC. When they fly, they go na European Court of Justice. Not to idle, we idle. You see, people and priorities them different. But where you society, where you live, you hose dirty, they smell. You left for cleaner, they go clean me by hose.
Priority over priorities.
Honestly, you hose the smell. You dey go clean neighbor hose. You dey make pay taxes. Now other country they get better. Then you go now your country like tourist. You dey go the waju. You dey go the bongonize. You dey go with your nose dey up your face like for say you know the Colossus of Rome.
Then that's what you did there. You they see the young and future generation, they are lucky. You know,
And the
even
very school where they go for Google Match for you see that they struggle there.
empathy for say, why is this happening? What can we do to change it? Instead, sir, like keep quiet, not to me business.
But they pay 2,200 for fly go day.
Imran, we have a structural problem, but the problem that is the biggest problem of Sierra Leone is our mental issue.
Now, Agidi now we will not get brain at the area. Now Agidi the inside.
Imran, what they say, Emerson Bokari, you hear me? He is a very intelligent singer. The only thing, he was at some point messing himself up by being partisan. I hope he go get out of that partisan crap and begin see the bigger picture of Sierra Leone. That thing where he sing about coconut aid. That thing not live on our own line. We all know coconut aid, including
man. If you see how big man and with gray hair,
they tell me I see the match pass.
they match pass. Some come out America, some come out Geneva, some come out England, some come out France, some come out Rome, some come out all over the world. Then descended like vultures. They say you cannot get calendar, but you know when 40 days. And he said we glad the salon people na vulture and they. But when you say you can't come build.
Nobody know they come.
That's when Jesus Christ say, he said the work plenty, but the laborers are few. Now the problem that's now with country.
We when they talk, there's other man idle. That man is frustrated. Thank God I get roof over me that I eat and sleep. I don't need nobody. I cannot get money in a bank. I get outside the sleep. I get outside the eat. Hey Imran, what's your one thing?
I'm telling you.
We country funny. We country really funny. Funny. But Imran, I'll tell you one thing. There are natural forces working in favor of Sierra Leone. The people of Sierra Leone, they only get get rid of this hate where they don't preach to them to the level that right now everybody they suspect everybody. Nobody not trust nobody. But what I believe say natural forces are working in favor of the country. You see all the them politicians here they make. Now the crisis stage then they so. When they reach stages now, then they begin call name. Now I been say Lord do so, now I been make so, now I been that so. That's why we need to call on the people to put aside whatever grudge, whatever grievance be done lay down, where they make them feel say we have to revenge. The vengeance is on, the process of vengeance is on. We conduct elections, it will not get correct result. We depend that former head of state don't team up talking on a tape where nobody no asks them for pull nado. You think say na natural processes? Huh? Imran?
Mm-hmm.
You think say na natural processes? Some of these things are happening because there are forces beyond the control of these idiots that is moving us to the final stage. Before anything change, you get for dismantle the whole system. The whole system they dismantle itself right now. But people will not believe it because Sierra Leoneans not believe. We dey pretend say we are religious, but we not believe, we not dey understand when forces that are beyond the human control they in work. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I want to assure you, whether we like it or not, from now to 2028, Sierra Leone is going to be a different country. Not to pass in the stadium, not to pass in the plan, the forces of nature are at work. So although they make hypocrite, although they make deceitful, they try to protect their interests. Then they're not in corner, they watch them. Because some of them will sit in their corners and wait. When things begin to change, they want to come forward to continue with the old system of things, pretending to be the experts and know-alls. Now that's how I go ask you question. Who say you been there? Now how you born? Where you paper? It's a bit asking.
Look at
Anyway.
look at until we can the life I will say we dey go church. All anything they are there. Now Matthew 9:35.
Mhm.
He say the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few.
Yeah.
Which sense it make? You go plant a big field. The rice don't ripe, the wheat don't ripe. Then you don't get provision for people for harvest. The grain they well. Then they happen as Sierra Leone. All the diamonds, all the things that then they well because they don't get people for do the job.
Well, now I make foreigner, they take
I
a
make
go.
foreigner they can't do the thing. It is so simple. Look at it here. It is written here. Matthew 9:35. It is the case. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few.
The laborers, who are these laborers? Do you have one
Not
make
me and you. We all
No, not me and you. No, not make me and you.
where
Who are
everybody
these laborers? The honest people who want to see things done ethically.
you're right. Because when can the Yom Kela drug business for them? It not concern them, not a business. You see, the thing is, Sierra Leone issue is never Sierra Leoneans' problem. Only when the problem become individualized, then pull close for faith. And that's when it don't late. And this is what we've been doing to ourselves. Then we blame everybody. The fact is, anything will happen, we get a national connotation, we get a national connectivity. Nobody knows how to be connected with it. Then go avoid taking part in it until it happened at the village. You remember when the war for Donna Sierra Leone?
Mhm.
Where be there, na Minde line. People in a bow no care. Till we reach bow. Where be there, na
Where be the guy now?
border, they can inside the country. The people that are free to let them try there, let them country, let them try. Let them dig themselves there. What's happen? One fine day. What's not be the date, sir?
January 6th.
When he reached there, all of a sudden, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. They don't reach here, but you could have prevented it if we get a joint program.
If we get a united mentality when we started.
We
When
always the way where it meets we. Not only business, so they not call me name, they not call me name. What's the make for do that? Not only bad, me good Creole boy. So they go mix up any kind of nonsense there. Then you see that they come out here. Me not chimney, but me own chimney different na Oxford, na that go school. We na Oxford, what they don't do yellow, sister, we don't get the qualification. Why can't tell me nonsense? I know they code that is for the illiterate people then. Me I catch good qualification. And the kind of qualification they will catch. I know they go make nobody go embarrass me. I know they code then where go under. So somebody say, Astaghfirullah. Wallahi, I know they go there. In a Muslim. They are against the religion. You go. Hey, brother, it's you know, it's a real thing. With you know, sometimes it's funny, but sometimes it's really painful. The laborers, the harvest,
I want to say,
laborers are few. They are so few.
I want to say one thing.
Wake up and let it down, salon people and then plenty. Wake up and let it down for give body water for waju. It's like we get way now we body, jalode now we body. It's like we get pepper now we body. You tell them say that they make Christmas party na fritter, but Mali they come. The whole salon they go. But you talk say let the whole salon go protest for ask this government for step down. Nobody know they must say.
Imran.
But are the very people that they complain every day.
Imran.
Mm-hmm.
You know one thing we'll get for make we fumble the no?
Mm-hmm.
Problems are like shadow. You cannot run away from them.
You cannot. True. Very good analogy.
Why I use that analogy? The shadow is a mirage. It's not physical, not so?
Yeah, correct.
The power of creation is not physical, it's abstract, not so?
Mm-hmm.
We not see him, not so?
Mm-hmm.
If Imran, na engineer, able to create something, you know they see him until he use the power of the mind, the thing become a physical thing, not so?
Mm-hmm.
One thing I have learned out of life, I don't get annoyed or frustrated about problems. Because I don't accept, say, problems for exist for make we face challenges so that we go make progress. The challenge of governance, the problems emanating from our inability to govern ourselves is what we are hypocritical about. We're so hypocritical that we norms and values, we beliefs and perceptions, now we they elect into office. I make them say, a people get the government they deserve. Yeah. Julius Maada will not be president in Sierra Leone if you not get people how they think that way they will not they in politics. If Julius Maada, the whole of Sierra Leone, 8 million people, that would say 7,999,000 say, but Maada, I do so, we don't tire. Therefore, they do this thing now. I swear to God, they change. But it will not change because there are people supporting him. That clan mentality, we polarize ourselves, we divide ourselves. The youths them, we they corrupt them, telling them all the lies for them to believe in that polarization. When finally, the youths then say all this talk, no, they produce the results where they want, they become frustrated. The frustration and they lead them into drugs.
Let I read something to you with the get conversation where one of my schoolmates write.
Mm-hmm.
He say, I honestly like the display of love and zeal at the alumni level in our country.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we can translate that bond in a way that we can affect our country awakening.
Well, that's the same thing we are saying.
He say, the many display of harmony, public spiritness, generosity, when it comes to our alma mater, leave one wondering about the many paradoxes in our country. He said, I pray for a day when the positive energies can be harnessed in the spirit of healthy collaboration. He said, for the sake of our beleaguered and impoverished nation. He said, unfortunately, common alma maters, houses of worship, families, fraternities, sororities have not narrowed the political divide. If anything, they have widened. He said, does this have to do with the fact that the alma maters, other institutional umbilical cords are mostly about giving, while political parties bond are about exploitation, daylight robbery, egocentrism, glamour, profit, and loss. This display of harmony and unity are merely temporary and a facade. After this reunion, they all return to their wearing political parties. Just amusing from my temperate location of Winchester, Virginia.
I wish you been for send am direct now. And I wish you they listen to we right now. You know what do I say so?
Yeah, I will send them to you.
We have dealt with this issue before.
I don't
And
send them.
the fact of the situation is, you remember when we called that program where I say
Mhm.
Sierra Leoneans are patriotic, but they are not nationalistic?
Yeah, vividly.
That's what is exactly talking about. We are patriotic to our clan movement.
Mhm.
We are patriotic to our regions. We are patriotic to our ethnic groups. We are patriotic to our economic security groups, because that's what I'll call them. They are not political parties. Okay?
Mhm.
But we are not patriotic to that place called Sierra Leone because it doesn't exist in our mentality. You support or you owe allegiance to what you believe in, what you perceive in your mind. For most people, Sierra Leone exists as a place that we are taught in school that has a flag called that is green, white, and blue. They have a national anthem. They have an emblem that says justice, freedom, and unity, or whatever. And that's all they know about Sierra Leone. They don't know how Lambo is at Levuma, nor Banabom at Yoni, or Mange living at Dakagbe,
Mhm.
or Yapo living at Tonkolimba. For them, these people are foreigners living very far away in an strange environment. And so therefore, they can only associate with those people that comes nearest to their upbringing.
Well,
That's why their alma mater and NTR, you see that bond. But the point at issue is, even within the alma mater, we clannish mentality, not they allow the institutions they for grow.
they allow them. They allow them. Because the same thing would happen at the national level, it happened there back. Power
Yes,
struggle.
why not?
Nobody know one for commodity. Nobody know one for key company at all. And you
Why?
see, the thing were funny. One of the things where they inhibit we progress, as in
And yeah, I want to let you hold your thoughts
for
small.
question.
You see this issue about power struggle,
Mhm.
there is another side to it that we normally don't want to talk about. But it's worse than power struggle. In these institutions, where people tend to be overprotective about their power, they don't only struggle with other people who want power, they struggle to understand those who come genuinely to assist to develop the institution. If you come with genuine point we go make a difference. Automatically, you are seen as an enemy, as a threat.
That's one. But you know why?
And they come, then they close down on you emotionally and psychologically. We are so much of a traumatized people.
Yeah, we are. But also, we get certain cultures them where we don't inherit, we're not helpful in we development, so we get away from. That one where people in the talk will say, you young, you tell me they come now for wait. Now for wait. So even when things they happen wrong before
Imran, you are getting it wrong. I'm not talking about young versus old. I'm telling you about me being a 70-year-old.
No,
I
get you, but I'm not talking about your age group, and they talk about some other circumstances them in generic terms. Because say we got this culture here in Sierra Leone. But you know go wait you tell go come. Left them, then and do what they do. So what thing they happen is you turn the other side, anticipating my turn will come. You know the area where I tell people
that turn will never come.
You know the area where I tell people they talk away APC come. This is our turn. We will come and do the same.
But even the APC talk about that.
We're not going for change. We're not going for change the system. We're not going for clean up the system. We are just going to replicate what they have done, what they have enjoyed, and what they have orchestrated. So, guys, don't you expect anything from us when we come out? When I say we come out 10 years, the cycle lingers on. That's what has been happening.
And you know why we think that way? You know why we think that way? With all the education we claim forget, now very few Sierra Leoneans understand, say, government is a broke institution run by the people's will and their taxes. Yeah. Do you understand what I've said?
Got you.
Government is a broke institution. A government is as rich as the will of the people, and the ability of the people to pay taxes. Otherwise, the government does not have a dime. For most people, even with their education and their PhD, the fact that the government can pay for make them print a currency called Leon, where they don't know, say, then they pay $50 per note for.
You know what me Papa can say? Say me Pikin, any mortal man is as good as the choices you make.
Yes. Now they make so.
The will where you talk about are the choices where the people make.
Nine. Now the will they create the choices.
Exactly. If you invest, man, if I take my bank card now.
You know, I want to allow me to make this point. You see, with this kind of mentality, people always think, oh, love fet for power, oh, get power, we self go enjoy. Thinking that government gets unlimited resources. Government does not. Government is a broke institution. The money of the government gets now, what the people are willing for pay. And you know, Timek, we not understand that much in Africa. We get sorry at organization, they already blindfold we for take we resources cheap. All this aid dependency business, it's a collaboration between international corporations and institutions run by the United Nations.
That's policy.
That's soft policy.
That's soft policy.
Dependency is a created thing.
Me man, you will tell, you know why they give you scholarship for can study in their country there?
Now dependency business.
Now business. It's
business. Not dependency business.
You can study in England when you go back. Who say you can buy equipment for go work? Now England. Now business you don't bring it for there.
And not all the equipment no more. When you go back, you are thinking like an English.
Exactly.
You are no longer a Sierra Leonean. No. So you don't turn zombie.
Exactly. If you buy the medicine they come in English. You don't go buy German medicine. Because
You know,
you buy German, you cannot.
remember Salomambi, they call England home?
Well, you see,
You
these
know,
are,
remember that? In the 60s and 70s, they call England home.
yes.
Anything you count, this is from home. I don't know that tell them say England are their home. They
You
don't
know,
remember their village.
the mentality is all wrong. We attitude, definitely the mentality wrong. The attitude will be wrong. It's
Well,
as
this
simple.
is what,
Man,
this
if
is
I come
what,
out Naya right now, sorry for cutting it. If I come on Naya right now,
Mhm.
I'll get me cash card. I go put her in the ATM machine.
Mhm.
I put say I want £10.
Mhm.
If I don't get £10, say they come back each of his
Yeah, yes,
because I don't
exactly.
put her inside there.
Exactly.
You cannot take what you have not invested in.
Exactly.
Nothing is for free.
No.
And this is the expectations what we get. You know, we didn't make them choices there, yeah? Lazy choices. Can you just imagine? Mountain man, big man, when on past 60, when on past 70. I see some man when are 80 years. Come out America, come out England, for go much pass for school. You don't run school. You don't finish with school. You don't benefit from school. Picking and then at that school day, they're not get the quality of education. What you be they get? You don't
Exactly.
pay $2,200 for going to Sierra Leone. Don't you think that money would have done magic for them picking and
Alec na $100 he put.
you send for the school? Don't
You
you
said
see
what
the magic
is better.
where if I'm running for the
If
school? Then we just look say they all put
if 1,000 if 1,000 people put $100, then a $100,000 and I don't get that so.
calculate it 2,200. I'm interested in
The
because
2,200
yes,
times 1,000,
yes,
that's a $2.2 million.
easy. Then go spend money on top of that. So then I all go spend past 2,000 back as spending money for what?
$2.2
You
million.
be talking about getting people from all over the world for invest, buy shares, now then company there for them go able to get a say in them company there. Because if we don't get money into the company, how people are going to come mine now in our country when they come, and then they bring machine, and then they bring laborer, and then they bring the pan, and then they bring spoon, and then they bring cup, and then they bring fire, and then they bring matches. So we they end up for say, all right, since now I bring all thing, sadly, we go left on alone and make all the decisions then.
Yeah,
So that's
exactly.
like if you look at them, then they always they talk for say, then give them how they can call ourselves where company they get
Tax-free holiday.
no, not a tax free holiday, then get the they call them. Whether they give the company the right for make them do the self-regulate. So then go
Self-regulate.
self-regulate and then money. We not get inside the money. We not get the loop on the money as a country. But if we be get like 50% shares, 40% shares, we not a partner.
Not
Then the partner
impossible.
and they sit down at the table.
Imran,
Yes, sir.
Imran,
Yes, sir.
this percent shares what they talk about, I know while they talk, while we explain to people how we can do them. Because the other thing about the issue of governance and economic management is a problem for most Sierra Leoneans. That shares what they talk about, not to say now the government they say now this we want, then give them. Because that's how they come inside they count money for can invest.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them now loans the way then they take from other capital institutions now and then they can invest.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, in most cases, not to one capital they come. You get 3, 4, 5 different international capital
You
banks.
call a different pots than they come.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if the government wants a share, now say the government say we want 25% share, we will put the money in. The government not get the money. How do they raise it? There are several ways. But the safest way will be if the government can create trust with the citizens of the country, then say, okay, will they launch a fund? Would I get 1 million can invest. Would I get 10 Leon, can invest. Would they give this percentage after 3, 4, 5 years? If every Sierra Leonean can put 10 Leons into that fund, that means every Sierra Leonean gets a share in that company. Those of us in the diaspora would I able put $50, $100, $1,000, $5,000, $1,000,000. According to what you put, you they get you benefit.
Benefit, yeah.
But that depends on the trust where the governors and the politicians can create. But because then they sit down, they use and misuse the country in resources, then they behave anyhow, nobody will trust to put
In
money.
simple, not to that's no we do. In simple, not to that no we do. You read Rodrode, you read Alahalade, every year, then they put 96% of and then they keep up. Now 4% no more that they use.
No. And now they use 4% of the money they invest to.
Okay.
Now 4% of the interest on the profits now then they use. Which means when they don't invest, then get, let's say they invest 100 million, then get 50 million profit.
Yeah.
That 50 million, then they invest that into something, they give the interest, 4% of that interest now, and then they put into the economy.
Well, that kind of
And
money.
now 4% what they talk about, last year it amounted to close to 500 billion.
Man, that kind of money the country gets at. Who side they then go call it go get it at the table?
The point at issue is the bookman then they know they sleeping at the head. We all bookman and then they sleeping at the head.
But man, common sense tell you for say. Common sense tell you because of money. I mean, I get economist degree, but shut up. With all my economist degree, I get look at we country. Oh, I get masters in nuclear physics. Look at we country. I get PhD in
but masters in nuclear physics. Ask them first if you know sir uranium then a salon. You know, Sabi.
You know,
we get that. We get uranium na salon.
What you never know get a salon? Why the benefits the people left? Me, I can tell people and say, you know, let it just
say let we open the lines there, let we fumble and can't talk
in
smart.
fact, I just want let we just decide now, let us sell the country, let Chinese buy, let us shape the couple.
No, me not agree.
When I sell the country, let us shape the money.
I not agree.
You get a group of people that will not ever benefit 98% of the people or even more. Not the benefits.
I know they sit down and sell salon. I not agree.
You know? Yeah, well, the way they go. What use is it
if you're not ready for seller, I tell me I go spend money.
What use is it to
when I buy them, now me they put low. When I buy them, me they put low. Nobody not get right for.
I don't know how the get land we call a developer, like a developer, and they will rent in hand. They will pay rent to run. Inside your own land, it will tell you when for inside, when not for commode, and when for commode.
We get for up we game na Sierra Leone, and we get for up by thinking differently. What do I mean by thinking differently? Yes, everybody get right for protect within a own. Everybody get right for the premium and priority to impersonal well-being. But you cannot have personal well-being if you don't take care of the collective well-being. If we all then now this house, nobody not agree for sweep the house. Nobody not agree for clean the pot and pan at the kitchen them. Then we cannot take care of personal well-being. Can we? Now that we they do not Sierra Leone.
We all go clean we own room them, then we left the common area then dirty.
Then una go still get the sick one the fed for avoid.
Exactly.
This is the problem with Sierra Leone. And until we change from that, it's going to continue until thy kingdom come. Now I make Some of we then on social media, they talk to we people them. I always make it clear that whatever I say or do for Sierra Leone, I don't have a political intention. If I had a political intention, I would have stayed in Sierra Leone and joined the bandwagon.
Daddy, we don't do enough for today, sef, you know. Nobody now call. Nobody roll the matter.
But we people them, we not go tire for talk to them. We not go tire for talk to them. Rome was not
Well,
built in
we keep doing.
and the attitude where we people then get, we can't expect them to change overnight. We can't. So we are going to continue to talk to them, to cajole them. As I say, they prepare lessons and courses online where I get for begin work on every week. At least we'll put one course online because my own primary concern are the young people of Sierra Leone. The things that will be they do will not make the country go before, let them not can repeat them. You name shake they call.
Well, I will call it for now. Una will continue for on behalf.
Sir, how are you, sir?
I'm fine. Oh,
You
I
man
say
will run away.
yes.
But see there not a guy run away.
Friday now.
Bada.
you know,
You know they come.
It's 11 o'clock. In a Nicodemus, we do the cleaner. We let
they are making louder. They go ahead louder.
all to read Nicodemus. We let where people that want to go sleep now they come.
I just it left for me 5 minutes for that on me training before at the end I said bye bye and I stop him.
So when we want to for Ghana, go they say bye bye earlier.
You know, okay, now we just start because I want to start by the school
Go
business.
ahead. Today you talk. Log your chance like
This much past business.
mm-hmm.
So Jalo, now then schools there, yeah. This na something for the shame. Then school now they didn't teach then teach man them.
And like the way they say, God bless you, sir.
No, so people for the shame, see. Now they put in I see them put one picture, then put Adrian Fisher. Now they didn't pull all them corrupt judges there, and now you see people and like I was gonna talk somebody they paid them 2,000 just the ticket to, check it how much you for go spend instead of you put that money in the school for let the school develop. It doesn't do them. Like give you an example of how we go school, Mr. Jallo. The tell they go na St. Francis.
Mm-hmm.
The school they began to black man them around the 1970s or 79 or 70. I
Now
don't know.
78, 79, I in the
Yes.
father then hand over.
Yes. When they hand over that school,
79, 80.
you know even take 3 years pass when you with man and come back. That's short time when they get in the school. Now they scrap the bordering home self because you can get bordering home. Because our school we get big compound. Now I think 4.5 miles for go around the school.
Mm-hmm. I know.
So,
As I be St. Francis compound.
yes. I give you example, make you see how when they go to that school they tell where they man and come there.
Mm-hmm.
Where they go, the school fees, you get two options.
Mm-hmm.
You pay the school fees first, that the school charges, because it's free education, I don't think the way you begin.
Mm-hmm.
Where you give money, then you work after school, you work 2 hours every day. You work 160 hours. We work 160 hours and give back the money we pay for school charges.
Okay.
You know the work on they do?
Also.
Now for repair the school, benches, desk, repair the school, make the school not get any side say this is dirty or this is spoil. Lock them. That's what now they spend.
Mm-hmm.
And for they do agriculture at the school, I mean for plant cassava, when you plant cassava now for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing we make that school fees. You get your books they will pay 75 millions for the books they already use.
Mm-hmm.
When you return them the whole year, When you return them back, then give you 75 million. I rent it, go for make
Then I
anyone with
for make you
damage.
take care of them. Now
Yes,
caution fee you they pay sort of.
yes. Anyone with damage, they pull the money from the
Then they
damage,
pull the
where he
value
lost.
of the book from them.
Yes,
Then
yes.
give you the
So I again,
balance.
Mr. Jallo, where the witch man then turn back 1994 back? I think 94 or 93, then turn back.
Mhm.
You know, even take 3 years, the school London today. Na classroom. Na 35 picking in the inside classroom. 35 picking them.
Mhm.
But all that compound, na 35 picking per class. The whole school are 900 people.
Mhm.
Benevolent way. Now just 2 building or 3 building, they get 3,000 students there.
Remember, you're reading them benevolent. Then they pull land when they make charity.
So all of this, if not for stand up for a school, we will stand up for that school. But me, I don't see the essence because even one man, he work in a finance ministry today. I tell one man, I say, these guys are not the only give bad name. You didn't have the finance ministry. Which idea we don't count? We don't better the country. I'm not dependent in it. But people they go patch pass, but then school there, yeah. Where first of all, the school not be given better facilities there. And secondly, what do we get out of this the product of these schools?
I say
But then
that 2,000 and almost dollar where people and they pay from America. If 1,000 people go for that match pass, if they put that 1,000 together, now 2.2 million leons. That
then don't
2.2
get
million leons
Easy,
go
easy.
lot.
yes. The schools are all empty. Labs they're not there. So now I dey see on my Facebook, it painful for the look at those things. You see, as always with the talk, we problem instead of we solve them, we ignore them, then we enjoy no more. We enjoy as long as
That.
Now,
Mr. Ture, you know, I'm so glad the points where you bring calm. You see, the men talk for say 2 heads are better than 1. I'm so glad these points where you bring calm. Look at the first government school in the country, 1906, most schools. What's in their motto? They say manners make it man. But all the lucky people that they point the country, so Mother Bio, Kone,
actually.
now they didn't come out. This man here, what's in his name? Wanna be the Minister of Electricity, Energy and Power. And just say, now they come out. When the manners, when the people don't show, when they kill people, then they abuse people, they don't wreck the economy. They're supposed to manage the economy. They don't damage the economy. They don't damage the school system. They don't damage the medical system. They are not managers. They are damagers. Then schools they are. Then get a whole school where the motto they say manners make it man. Where is the manners? Where the manners? Where's the manner where Mother Bio don't show me, brother? Show me back. The manners where they don't show to what with constitution.
Amen.
Yes.
You been saying you go send that school list to me. I tell you, shame me namesake and they attend.
I will send that to you now.
You don't see his name there, Boy Jalo.
I don't know which year I go because it is by year.
He's the only Boy Jalo. Look at the 1920s. You go see his name there. He's the only Boy Jalo to have attended the boys' school. And in his house, that word manners maketh man was used almost on a daily basis. And he been the tell we say not for whistle, not for course, not for this. That's why some of us are finding it difficult to do those things even up till now. But the point at issue is the education in Sierra Leone after independence, it take a trajectory way very destructive. Destructive in the sense that then transfer all the responsibility to the abilities to the government. The government now come out with a strategic way for look at how for develop education, then continue with the old structures of private, because education before independence was privatized. Both school, they on their own. Magboka and both school with Prince of Wales, they were like run by a government with rudimentary support. You get the other schools, them one are mission schools. Now, this mentality of alma mater egoism come out. Alma want for go show say in school na better school. And the stupidity behind it is there is a country where all the teachers them, then they train them now the same teacher training institutions. They are taught by the same lecturers. They are taught the same principles and concepts of education. How can one school be better than the other? Do I want to tell me? That teacher will go Jala University, will go do bachelor in education, or he go Milton Magai, or he go Potloko teachers, or McKinney teachers do HTC or whatever. If you go teach na grammar school, then another teacher from the same institution go teach na St. Francis, not to the same quality of education and to they get.
Mhm.
How can they be different? You see, not all the schools now with problem, now we mentality. We have been so engulfed in this clannish mentality. We have been so engulfed in this bigotry, that superiority syndrome. I am superior. We will not try for promote that. The next thing what they do, we play victim. These are the problems we have in Sierra Leone, and until we overcome those problems, let us stop talking about development, because we can take out Madabio, take out Samuel Kamau, take out Aneskoma. The next Mao they go there are the same nonsense they go do.
Yeah, because himself will wait for the opportunity.
Not the way,
I mean,
not
so,
Imran.
I'm part of it.
Don't try to simplify it, please. It's a socio-psychological and genetic problem.
I am not simplifying it. I am just
We are
making
not
it clear that
heading
we
far.
get people them culturally, where they sit on the wait say, we they wait for we turn. We said we turn they come. So when they go there and do exactly the same thing where the one that will be there before.
And why are they thinking that way? Because they have a psychological
Of
disease.
course, of course.
That's why I say don't simplify it. Let us say it as it should be said. There is a socio-psychological disease that Sierra Leoneans need to cure. And I should say God mark them. Now pull her out of the equation. God not a mark nonsense. Now we dey mark the nonsense for we because we sick now we hate them. We sick in our heads. We get to accept that.
You know, we always forget say we not ever remember say God don't give we dominion on this earth. Whether we do whatever we want to do. We
So
should only wait.
you ask one question just now.
Yes.
You say, with all the resources the world will get, why will not they move forward?
Because
There
we
you
are
go.
sick in the head.
Because you got the example. Mr. Dallo, I go one for law we no take them away from governance system. Because why? Me and no see Africa they suffer because of the kind of democracy we will get. Right now, because me colleague who they close in Kenya, Kenya, Somali, Kenya. But we talk about things them every day. The problem who get a salon, now then get na Kenya.
All over.
This democracy, this so-called democracy, none are the biggest problem.
They're all crazy.
We cannot hold leaders accountable for simple fact. What did happen? So the people in the south, then they don't see anything wrong. Even they don't get what they eat. It's nothing wrong because what happened? The Mao Dede, na their own. The party where they have power, na their own. The other part of the country, them to them, na the opposite. If you don't want for kill them, if look what they do today, then they make music them, then they Cosma, how they call them, Fatima, sing a radio girl, then they play music in the street, then they go and dance. We the same Fatima, if you go to the south, now like the queen don't come. All man one but two for making them worship him. So if we not break down that cycle, where we get there, we will make sure say we now area with the whole leaders accountable. If we continue for hala, this complaint it will continue. because the Maudi na power, it get people away, it comfortable with. It comfortable with them, say, now like what did happen in America so right now? Me today, I don't believe what I've seen a phone them they do say Donald Trump go tax one area outside na seals and penguin and then they did. I've seen a joke. So today, why I read the story na the BBC, they say the sycophants there for Donald Trump, they try for defend taxing that territory. They still stand say yes, they for tax that territory because what happened in the past. Then the past day. Now the same sycophants you
Well,
get a salon.
the seal and the penguin go pay the tax.
Then
The
imagine
human race get a mental crisis. I wonder who know
that is
that.
therefore see. Now you make a say no just because today I read they defend them say they get right for tax that territory. Ah, not the same thing that happen at saloon. Mother be rich
Worse.
map so mother be rich map so it don't spoil the economy. Nobody know the whole accountable. If you pass by old man say the legacy of the president, the legacy of Mother Bill, whose legacy?
There's a legacy, yes. You know, Tina, the legacy.
No, the one way we know.
Abject destruction is the legacy. Don't deny that.
You know, we can Mr. Jallo, the biggest way for a country to move forward, now the banks them economically. Every month, UK, you get for pay about 2.6 trillion. They don't pass it for the last time I watch. Now UK get for pay. Now UK get for pay. Imagine say today they say let UK pay the money. They get that money they don't get them. But which I didn't borrow that money? Now the Central Bank of England. I didn't borrow the money.
And you know to make the Central Bank of England different from we own?
Tell me about.
You don't see Idris Elba in film on gold?
No.
They took him to the vault of the Central Bank of England.
The goal with the hand not funny.
I want to go on YouTube. Let you check on Idris Elba and gold. You go see in the tribe. I don't know that they sponsor that thing there, but I think somebody is trying to create an awareness about the value of gold in global economy. And they travel all over the world, they talk about gold. It was taken to the vault of the Bank of England. The gold were they under. Why can't we do the same in Sierra Leone, Pafode?
But exactly when I this now they come to. Now
Go
they
ahead,
come to.
sir. Go ahead.
Because then people I don't make sure see the central bank it performing function effectively.
Yes.
First of all, it gets the gold way then they use for as
You as
value.
an economist, you know, say, with that gold in the vault of the Central Bank of England, they will never go bankrupt.
Never.
They get liquidity.
They get liquidity exactly. So at this at the time for me, I don't ask several times the people the economics when they go land now side in go land now.
Me not economist, so me not geographer. But I do
No, I know.
economic geography.
Yes.
But I sabi dandy.
Mr. Jallo, even that geography, you know, see, I mean, I'm best subject in our school. I don't tell
The
you
one
this.
that we do economics, why they don't know them things here? Now they see the deceit and the hypocrisy, pa we.
When at the same time I talk about the school them, because the school teach me, say, the central bank, if the central bank they work, like how they work, no country know they be poor.
At all.
You know they be poor.
At all.
So the third world countries there, not a normal saloon. Even South Africa, they go get borrow.
The gold where they get not from that Johannesburg mines alone, it do for run South Africa.
Yes. Look Ghana, they say the Gold Coast.
Then said don't left handed and they go pan cocaine. You know, see
not to the former presidents then say they engage shipment of gold where they bring gold bars there.
Now so then say me not know. I see that video there.
We are missing the point.
We are greatly missing the point before they support you.
The thing where it day before you so. A day before you so, Papa, look this side. If government invest in mining,
by the river bank there with the wash we face with pit.
Exactly. We say not for the spend money for the buy the gold. Now through the mining we forget gold.
It's simple. Before they now don't talk now, it's simple. The government of Sierra Leone only need trust. Then say let every Sierra Leone invest into a fund. That fund, then use that money for buy gold. Then make sure say 5 or 10% of the gold we then buy annually, then smelt them and put them into the vault of the Bank of Sierra Leone as gold bullions. The rest
Yes.
then sell them. What thing they come up from that, then give dividend to the shareholders. You will get what then say, okay, in the beginning we shall be giving 2% share per dividend. Fine. Everybody go agree with I trust day. We know say
So
una
yellow.
get for they can't make me point, sir.
Okay.
We know say una get for invest. Over 5 years, if una they reinvest the capital and give 2% dividend to each shareholder, the capital go down accrue. It go down grow. And as the capital they grow, we get the ability now for use that capital for take over gold mining companies. Like that, I call this place. This place between Yele and Bo,
Obonto.
not to my Bonto, Baumau.
Uh,
Now, one of the gold calls them, Wusa, you get large deposits of gold. If we do that kind of investment here over time, we take over Baumau, we begin mine them as a government public limited liability company, where the people of Sierra Leone then get the shares in that company. Then begin export that gold, then continue for they put a percentage in the Bank of Sierra Leone vault. I swear to God, the economy they can't do. They can't
make I go.
do.
Yes. Make I go again another angle where would they make money? Would they
It
make
will take
wealth?
us a decade plus, but the economy they can't do once we do them honestly.
Make I go again another angle how they make wealth.
Mhm,
But that even that small money will get to no get for do this angle where you talk so.
mhm,
That let's say we get $1 billion for as a revenue.
mhm,
Inside that $1 billion, if the government will get good managers them,
mhm,
then say every year we dey put 100 million. That 100 million they now they use for anything that we talk about so.
mhm,
For instance, back if we don't get a development plan, like let's say that for instance that airport where they go say somebody spend 270 million where they not even see receipt them.
mhm.
You don't need for lost that revenue for over 30 years. One of the biggest problems along get right now, money not there at all. Now that revenue that the airport will lose. That revenue day, imagine we get 220,000 people when they come every year. We get $200 at least per passenger.
Mhm.
So get them back. Then you know how much the government don't lost.
I know. As a
So
matter of fact, it don't make the airport authority redundant.
yes, what can they do now? So if they say we get development plan them, we take that money that 100 million they what would they
Mhm,
put aside? The 50 okay, let's say every year we spend $20 for build the new terminal.
mhm,
To 20 million we spend for build the new terminal. After 10 years, we don't do them. That means we don't make a project for 10 years.
Yeah.
That 10 years, the revenue they can't sign now. Oh, not the government. Now get that money. We left them back. We go again for say, they say, no, we do that toll road. It can be even me when people they talk say, oh, Salon, we too poor forget toll road. No, not
We
source of
are
revenue.
not poor to have a toll road. We are poor
No,
to have a toll road that is mismanaged.
just not only exploitative. Exploitative to the
Well, all
people.
now the mismanagement because that exploitation was an agreement between the Chinese and certain politicians who had money put in their pocket.
Yeah, and get kickbacks. All of them.
A mismanagement. But
So we
Norway. Sorry, sir, before you come on. Norway.
mhm.
Just 5 minutes from me, there is a toll road. Every road in this country is a toll road. The only thing is, you dey pay after every hour. That is, if I come where I go, I dey come back. As long as I not take 1 hour, na road I not dey pay toll to them because it's an electronic controlled machine. Not a person they break you for pay. You understand? We month done and send bill. We dey pay for everything. Parking, you dey pay. Toll, you dey pay. When you go na a public toilet, you dey pay before the door open. So paying for those services is not wrong. What is wrong is the misuse and abuse of the money from those services.
Exactly. So now, this now I want to talk about again. For the any government for know how to make money, create wealth, create revenue. If you don't almost say now for tax, now for tax, now for tax, you are killing business. You dey kill business. The small money, the people people like right now. So I read in there the NRA. Imagine in 3 years, they say they will get COVID time because we get 9 trillion. They tell what I know about figures. Now they say COVID time because of COVID we get only 7 trillion that year, the 2020. Now 2023, then get now 14 trillion. Can you imagine that? We said them put now through double tax. Now they say they for double the tax back. They say they want get almost. You say one get 23 trillion inside this year.
Now, be
Now you want
hearing
get
with
nine.
that lady they talk.
Yeah.
The only
So
thing I'm happy about what she said in that program,
yeah,
where he talk about computerization of the system. I hope they
they're
go
not
improve them
they
and make a nationwide.
they're not go do them. You know the one.
Good night, guys. Mr. Toure, Pajalo, me the left one.
Man, they left me, they go sleep now. Now Nicodemus.
Okay.
Yes, sir, go ahead. You don't go.
Okay, sir.
You don't
So
go ahead.
so you see that lady, you see the system, the way the system they work. The one when they make electronics, now the one way the people and they pay. But inside the system, revenue collection, they're not gonna make electronics so for the old man see you. Because themselves I didn't get. Then go make sure say because now the problem we then get for collect revenue, the people know they ask for receipt them from the trader them. So if you not ask for receipt, the person know they pay that GST to the government.
No, but
Because
I want to get one thing clear. There is something I'm not understanding.
yes,
Electronic systems are self-traceable, and every electronic system for able generate receipt. And what
well,
I mean, not
mhm,
paper receipt where they give the person, but if you send money by PayPal or whatever, if you send money through your money bank app, the app able generate a receipt where they get say you have paid this money, you have
yes.
received
Now,
this money.
so now so then they try for do because they count the thing they call it electronic cash registers. Then cash registers and the way they count it, then put them to the people them where they sell this they trader them. But still, the trader they don't use them because what happen now, they get option. If you ask for your receipt, because they get two systems. They get the cash machine when I the electronic one. You don't come for 2 or 3 years. Now, don't come.
Oh, you
Not even
mean
past that.
the buyer, the consumer, they're not the get a
Yes,
receipt.
yes. Because they know
That's
they ask for
wrong.
them.
That's wrong. They should give them
Yes,
receipt.
yes. They see because where they ask for receipt, that time the people are afraid. Say then they can't check we. Then go pay them. But if you buy no more, you turn back when a salon culture. People just they buy them go. They don't pay that GST day.
Well,
So now what
another way we can counter that,
is that?
because in the last time, the Bank of Sierra Leone, they talk about having a switch where they don't get now. Then they launch them. Then for first, honestly, between me and you, Pafode, when this government took over in 2018, then set up DSTI, I see the terms of reference of DSTI. I told myself, I said, maybe we're going to begin to see sanity in Sierra Leone. Because I was expecting DSTI to have come up with a national electronic financial system. We go control everything across the nation. Would I get a mobile money? Would I get him electronic bank account, an online bank account? Then get a coordinated system where every penny where they move around the country, they're able to trace and track them. Because if you can trace and track the money, you don't need receipts. As I sit here, I can send money, I can receive money on my mobile phone. As a matter of fact, over the last 3 years, I not play with cash. I they go to shop, go buy, I dey pay with my mobile phone.
Yeah, the thing is that, Mr. Jallo,
Mhm.
they will easily institute them if they want to. But if they institute them, then they will get the money.
They're not
money
able to thief government money.
Yes. So now the thing not to say that, not to say
Nah, I know what you they talk. I know Pavode.
easy.
Pavode.
Yeah.
That area they
Yes,
are
sir.
get command, they are no what you they talk. If they do that system, you understand, swear to God, corruption they done.
Yes. But they don't go. They don't
They
because
not
they
they
don't
do
count the machine.
am.
They don't count the machine there. That talk. They don't count the machine there. Don't pass 3 years. So what is stopping for going install that machine? Because if they install that machine,
Kenya, now that system they get. Ghana, they almost don't finalize the system now.
this is the problem. Because if you make everything
And
electronic,
you know the positive side of that system there? It broaden the tax base. How they broaden them? As long as you have a pay system in a country, we say anybody will earn a minimum of 1.5 million plus 1 leon, from that 1 leon up to 202.5 million, you for pay 5% tax. It doesn't matter whether you go answer yecha matcha. If money transact na the system we come to you, when at 1.8 million, you dey pay 5% of that money. As I sit
yes.
here, any money I receive, I like na you send for me money per day. If it pass a particular amount, automatically it is taxable. If I don't pay that tax, they will collect that money from me.
Yes, these are all the things the way we try to
You know
talk
why
about.
they talk about that? There are a
No,
lot
sir.
of people in Sierra Leone who don't go to work to answer present, but they make far more money than the amount they go answer present.
Yes.
And they know they pay tax because I mean I not get work. You get work, you dey receive income.
Yeah. Even that one day, that if one day we come, now I can explain about
I wonder
GDP.
we do that one day. I wonder we do that one day and let we look at this taxation system because now then here we need for make people and they aware of. Let them know they do out and they do with them. Look them go grab, go make toll road, go give almost here contract to in this country, the longest
Almost,
period where then they put a newly constructed bridge or road on toll, now 10 years.
Mr. Jallo, first, we say the problem come all first. You know, able to check the post, maybe you know how much you spend.
Yeah.
If somebody say can't make a toll road, okay, let's say the road it cost 50 million. But you know how much that person they cost to spend?
And whatever you say about that road was existing before they made it into a 4-lane road. Now
Yeah, no,
expansion then do, not a new road then build.
what did they make? They make two lane road. Now they make.
Now
Because the 2 lane.
expansion.
Now I mean say they make the 2 lane.
I know what they talk now. The same
Now they
thing
put
they
2
say.
other lane.
Now
Yes.
expansion of the old
Yes.
road.
So in the end, because the road not a long road. Not a long road.
And the road not get major bridge.
Yes.
Because
And
bridge is the most expensive construction when you construct a road.
because the road wouldn't build na Kenima Kailahu to Pendembu.
If I'm more
The first one,
expensive.
yes. The
Because
first
you
one
get not
because
to 2 bridges then they.
yeah, and you know me, I just know about the money where they see them spend. They say they spend $50 million for the first chunk of the road till Kenya till Kelahu. The one at Pendembu, they spend about 35 million.
If there is a
So
bridge between Kailau and Pendembu, yes, possibly. Because bridge
no,
construction is very expensive.
yeah, I know what I try for talking now. Even if make it cheaper, we bridge and not the. I just try for like rationalize the cost now
I know what
of
you
that
they
whole
talk.
road.
I know they deny you. I know they argue you. I sabi the road. Now make they say there is no major bridge between Kalbatong and Masheka.
So let me just estimate that road will cost $20 million.
No, sir.
You know, cost so.
That road, the highest it will cost maybe $18 million because now
And
just
now,
2 lanes extension then do.
so you go take, I must see money women to carry in the past every day. You see the problem.
We country
One
get crisis. We
of the
country
biggest.
in crisis. Before they I don't tell you now. We the intellectuals, we dishonest, we unserious.
Mr. Jallo, now the regionalism back. Let I tell you why I talk so.
Mhm,
Where they encounter this BOT
mhm,
system, where they talk about the airport,
mhm.
I challenge that guy where they go and talk about fear in a salon, where in a civil society, what's his name himself.
Hold on.
They already talk about fear. Edmond Abu.
Mhm,
Edmond Abu.
mhm,
Now I challenge them. I say Edmond Abu. Sierra Leone will not get the economy for allow a BOT. I say any BOT who can and who can exploit we. No, now you talk. Then they build the airport. Government put 1 penny. I say, you not even it makes sense to you. Say, if government not put 1 penny, you go lose 20. If you not put 1 penny, you go lose 20. You not even think that way. What's happen now? Now we did not can turn pan them. Say, first of all, they don't know how much they spend pan the thing. Now people in the past Guinea, everything expensive. They don't take all the businessman and don't put it. The same Edmond Abu one can talk against that system now. Say, oh this. Now I say Edmond Abu, I can't get na the comments. I say, remember this miss person. I've been telling you before. Say that BOT go can be exploited. What you talk today? Is it when a government project? You see the thing. It's not a government project. When would they see something there? These people, sir.
That's okay, journalism, no problem. Ignorance.
No, Mr. Jallo, because why I talk to the
I
journalism?
want to let you understand one thing, Pafode.
No, yeah,
Wait
yeah,
me. I want to let you reason with this.
okay,
Education is not about going to school and having a paper or a certificate. Education is what is left after all the learning. And for most people, what is left after all the learning is not enough for them to think the way me and you they think. And therefore, they may have all the certificates you think of, but they are very, very ignorant of basic facts, especially in a system where they encourage rote learning, cram and pass, or a system that is bedeviled with high levels of corruption, whose I man they pay for paper, who man they use what you get for use forget paper.
mm-hmm.
I'll tell you one thing today.
Yes,
Education in Sierra Leone is zero. Ignorance is at the highest level in Sierra Leone. All of these
yes.
guys, they talk out of ego. I'm this, I'm that. They don't know a
No,
thing.
no. The
They
thing why
are
I talk to,
empty up there.
yeah, the way I talk to, the way thing I talk to the journalism.
Mhm.
These same people, wait and cow the Mama project. Edmond Abu talk say
Mhm.
that project they is not viable, not a good project. Where a lot of people are with the view that Mama project when a $300 million project
Mhm.
is far better because it can build a new city and we'll get a completely new airport, not to say a terminal
And the
to
other thing where people
alone.
not they emphasize the location of Mamama Airport economically saves a lot of currency in time.
Yes,
What I
yes.
mean, access from the airport
Yeah,
to the
that, I
city,
know. Yeah, I know.
access
As you
from
talk
the
to,
airport to up country
yeah, I
is
know. I know all what you
easier
talk.
and faster
Easier, faster.
and
I
a
know as you talk.
shorter period
Uh,
of time.
just because as you talk show, I know say na there they go. This angle here, all man we don't talk say.
Well, now this now
But
the ignorance why they talk about Pafode.
but
These guys
but
don't
this
think that way. They don't.
no
They
but
don't.
Mr. Diallo,
Honestly.
but if you talk say you we go school,
Mhm,
you talk say my mama, you know good. Even talk say he talked about he said the sand,
mhm.
the sand, the thing not get away for Lunge not to sandy area.
Who's I guess and
He said my mama area because of
who
first
that
of all
tell
first,
on that? Who that tell on
it's,
that?
it talked two things there. He
Who
said
that
first of
tell
all the
on who
sand.
that tell and say Koya na sand bokude.
Jajalo, I don't know who I pull Landy. He talk about that thing.
Even Lunge get more sand because Lunge
Yes,
is sitting on a sandy peninsula
Yes, I know that.
from an
I talk about that.
oceanographic formation. Lunge
Yes.
is on the leeward side of the currents. That's why you
Yes.
have that peninsula.
No,
And
I just
that's why
wanted you.
that part of the Freetown estuary is always shallow. That's why they would always have to dredge the ferry terminal at that green.
Okay, the other issue we talk about is say the inland, the place will be foggy. Where if the January, February, so the place.
Geographical
I don't
data.
understand which I pull. I just tell you what you say.
And meteorological data. Then buy a for talk book for mesmerized people where they not sabi nothing.
No, now I talk say, now I talk about the regional lens. The same man when they talk of all these disadvantages about mama, that the same man when they talk about say Lungi terminal is viable. Now when Lungi terminal long can bet the economy so much so it then quiet.
Mm-hmm.
It begin talk say when the arrangement between the government and the terminal people now you know correct. Therefore the government for the
they do so.
no.
Remember then there's a do program where I talk about victimhood.
Oh yeah, yes.
Now they do so. At that time, my mama was wrong. He gave all the assertions for say, oh, we are going to be victims if this is done. Now that they have done a project that is wrong, they are not the victim, it's the management that is wrong.
Yes, now the government arrangement between the government
The victim mentality.
the terminal
destroy the country. I want
So-
to know this. With the victimhood mentality, they destroy the country because people are not courageous enough to take responsibility that I'm wrong. They always want to pass the blame to somebody else.
This information, why they tell you so, I don't ask even the finance ministry, they didn't tell we how much revenue they get from the airport. Then they do them.
They know they get penny. They know they get penny.
No. I mean, how much they get before they transfer? Yes.
They were having money. They were making money.
No. I just want make a comparative analysis. So now I make ask the finance ministry people and say, do you sir? You go able to help me with information where
they're not gonna give you.
They not give me.
So now they tell me the problem with Sierra Leone again. Now you don't count to so. Yeah. Sierra Leone is run like a secret society.
Yeah, exactly. The same thing. I just want to talk. I forgive 3 instances.
Go ahead.
So now tell me say, let go to the NRA. Okay, I go meet this NRA lady. He come now on the program. Now I send the question. I say let them give me me details. He go privately send them to me. Today not.
That's the boss. Sometimes mean for them. Sometimes the boss they go ask, what you want to do that for?
No. The lady, the NRA lady. Now they talk about too.
Now they tell you sometimes the insinuate. Now he stop her. Maybe she had the intention to do it.
No, they're not the boss now. That lady, they're not the boss now.
Okay, now the boss with it now.
Yes, they're not the boss now.
Back, let's send you the answer.
Yeah. And like the other example, and back 2 examples, where they talk about running the country like a secret society. You know, say we don't count the people who count the COI. Charles Magai challenge them, say they don't waste money. Let them show them how much they spend for pay them people and for
can't do this. They will never.
Is that what is the information Mr. Tell them? He say let go through the freedom of information. We go through the freedom of information. What did they say? They say not classified. And now you talk about the currency back. Say for print 1 million $50 in the pay.
Trade, I don't know much now. Trade,
Mr. Jallo,
in the 70s.
They ask them back for this now the same thing. They said go through the freedom of information. Anytime people go, Salon they make loss them.
That's where Thomas de la Rube in the Prince de Leon.
Yeah.
It was $50, 50 cents. I mean, 50 cents per note.
Wow.
And that time the amount of money that they pay per note, it will be equivalent to the denomination that they print on the paper.
Mr. Jallo, imagine say then print 3 million notes. How much it cost we?
It's a lot of money. That's
So
why we need to make our system electronic, let people then use less of cash.
so what they ask them, what did they say? They say low with them people they want how much they spend for the money, how much they spend for print the money, they send the end and send that nobody no know, completely
And
secretive.
another
Not
thing, I want to let you know one thing.
okay.
Presently in Sierra Leone, there is a lot of counterfeit leones flowing. Whether it is deliberate or otherwise, there are Leone notes that are not printed officially by the Bank of Sierra Leone in circulation in Sierra Leone.
I
Go
nobody
and
deny that.
find out what I'm telling you.
No, nobody deny because that's what today will be here.
Myself na classified information they give. How many idiots they all take classified?
we all classify information. Yeah.
We all do classify the bamba they all back for you.
And I want to talk to people in the listen to the classified information.
Yes.
You know, say this printing of this printing of money, not to today start as alone. No.
Yeah, I know.
I
I'm
mean,
not to blame the government for that.
yes,
I want to let
in
people
the,
then get that clear.
one
They
one
blame
me,
the fact that we don't see them, we system don't deteriorate to the point that now there is no accountability and transparency. But it's not the government's fault. Even from the days of Shaka Stevens, people let me they make counterfeit. Me I see
yes, that,
counterfeit.
yeah. Now me want say so.
And that
If I
time
don't,
we learn
mhm,
how to detect counterfeit. Counterfeit, we take and put on a sun, the leon forget a mark inside. If we see no day, a counterfeit. Gold counterfeit, we been they rob the gold now we here. If you hold,
uh,
not na real gold. If you know hold, a counterfeit. We learned all those skills in those days. But not
yes,
to today it begin. But the fact about Sierra Leone is, whatever
mm,
started in those days, it looked like we don't graduate into perfecting all the wrong things.
mm,
You understand?
because yes, it look like say the to me, I don't know who we talk about an India. I don't know who that talk about an India. The problem we will get back, the major problem we will get that the one who they come to governance, they not get nothing. And when they come, they look for all kind of way for make money.
Bavode,
Imagine,
Bavode,
yes, sir. Mm.
Bavode. Yes, the majority believe in that. But I will not subscribe to
No, I
that.
know.
You
Few,
know
I mean, Mr.
why?
Jallo.
You know why?
Uh,
Yeah, sorry why they cut you off. Way they talk,
no
I can
problem.
come in here.
No problem. Now
You know
discussion, yeah.
why?
Mm-hmm.
If you understand what governance is, if you understand what it means to hold public office, we go there, you know the thief. You know Tindo?
Uh,
That office where you don't go see them, like na 5 years. Within that period, you don't make so many new contacts inside and outside the country that after your political life, you can use those contacts to enrich yourself.
he said,
Politicians
does it?
in Europe, now after them political life, then they make money. You know that.
Mm. But Mr. Jallo said, me, this kind of thing in human being, in rich and rich, does it have to be?
Now, what I mean about
Mm.
enriching is not about being the richest man riding private jet, but
Yeah.
if you don't do a good job whilst in office, you must meet people there after office. You say, but I want set up so thing. People will readily come to your aid and say, okay, I'll put this. You did this for me whilst you were in office. Not everybody in a bad person. People and they will get gratitude.
Because
Some
what
man
make I ask
out
that
of
question?
gratitude, he go help
Uh,
you. We say, but I want go open farm now in village. He go say, but paddy, I go buy one truck give. You be don't help me. Some man go can say, okay, I go pay for the seeds. So man go come say, okay, what are the labor needs? Them do them. You international friends them. Some go come, they pull money give you. But they show you channels where they go, where they able get money. It can even stand as guarantor for you. So when I give them that money number, trust, they go pay.
I asked that question because to me, the interaction now build the world I did for a long time.
Mhm,
The politicians, the way they come out of office,
mhm.
they are not rich men.
They are
And they don't
not.
want to do this. What they want to do only is that, for instance, the state they give them pension.
Yes.
They
And
give
even Sierra
pension.
Leone, everybody qualify for that.
Yes, well, no, it depends how much they give. With that money, when they get them from their pension,
Mhm.
they don't make sure they don't pay off their mortgage now. They don't get to pay mortgage again. Then get them pension money. So if they get now 2,000 or 2,500 euro now per month, it live a good life.
Yes, and added to that, some na that time and they call them for go give lecture. That lecture where
Yes,
they give them, they pay
exactly.
them for that.
Yes, exactly. That's it. I
Some
live in
man na
America.
that time then they see don't say la write book.
Yes,
When he ready for write book, he get people there who they can say, I'll pay for the editing, I'll pay for publishing, etc., etc. He get money from that. Where they say live a rich life, not about accumulating wealth, but being a rich man or a wealthy person does not necessarily mean having millions or billions in the bank. But
because
when you don't suffer to get what you want, you are rich.
yes, exactly. But now I get them. Because with me, I talk this mentality of rich, 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 rich. Now to really third world people, now this don't too
Now
much.
we, because now cash mentality we get, we not get wealth mentality.
Because then people like we see you don't get in job or a source of revenue. You able to go borrow motoka or go lease motoka, you go lease motoka. Before my boss, Mr. Jalo, he drive motoka when 4 years. Every 4 years they go take another one.
Yes. And
He
not
say
to
he drive
say
motoka.
they live exorbitant too.
No.
That motoka wey they go giso, because the motoka they in good condition, they get how they call them rabat for them.
They get a lot of money for that 4 year old
Now
car.
exchange they go exchange
Yeah,
the
you go
car.
exchange that. You put some people on top.
Yes.
You
Just
see,
like this house, if I want for move from here, I can just do some small improvement. I put them on the market. Maybe I can exchange another house by putting something above the value of this house. I get another house. Then the real estate agents then take and then put on the market.
yes. So these are all the ways the way we now when they look the other side, all man want accumulate wealth. Imagine the one that all we come 2018 na power. Plenty of them don't get host them. Now they see they get host them. We try them pull that money.
APC,
Try them pull that money.
they all being girls now, then they sell the house, then they so no one is
And you don't clock 12 now.
APC, they all being girls now, then they sell the house. They ask again for sell the house.
That is the problem because we job left you not get because I remember myself even JJ Safa they get filling station them in a day investing money then this year that thing the land sense from the children come on power trade.
Mm.
I already say some of them now get businesses even that see front where they go and broke so they see plenty of them and they get business in there.
Who see front that who side?
That place now where the tourism ministry go and broke host there, then they are where they make that list back, then they are I don't know how them call it.
Now
The
Lumley or
yeah, I think a lonely area.
well, if fine. If
A
then
lonely.
do that,
That,
if fine. What you make I say fine, as long as they are putting back investment in the country, if not 10, 20 people then get business with the employee, fine.
you know the bad thing when they do them, Mr. Jalo. Then they left the own them, then broke other people and own them.
Well,
So that is not the bad thing. Because tomorrow about other government come, they say they broke on own them, they left they make other people and come build. So that's the bad thing they're doing.
that alone
If fine,
when I get for move away from this revenge
then they're
culture.
not going able, they're not going able to do that.
Yeah. Eh,
They're not able to do that because I don't understand how you feel say.
Wetin do we? Why can't we sit together and do things as a people? Why? What is wrong with us?
You believe even LAJ them broke your own business day.
What is wrong with us?
Them broke LAJ in business in that area. Them broke them down.
Anyway,
Anyway,
we're not go done this talk one day, but we're not go tire.
it's
And
at 12 o'clock so now.
I get for turn the troublemaker from tomorrow.
Why from tomorrow?
Because tomorrow na my birthday. After
Okay.
my birthday, I dey turn troublemaker. You don't want to hate me. You
Oh.
want you like me, I don't care.
Okay, and see now, Mr. Jallo, the tomorrow I don't reach. Happy birthday.
Thank
Because
you, sir.
we are at 12 o'clock. You don't pass 12 o'clock.
Me na 1, 2 after 1. So
So well, birthday don't reach.
thank you, sir. I am now
Enjoy your
ready to work for Sierra Leone. I'm a retired man now. I dey work for Sierra Leone. You don't
Okay,
want to
sir.
like me, you don't want to hate me.
You go hear me. You go hear me Wednesday. God
Okay,
willing.
sir. So fumble them, una thank you. Do ya una when you will come, una subscribe to the platform, una clock with the bell, una like and share this platform. Let's build up. Here we don't talk politics, we talk the issues for make we country go before. We dey talk them in a light manner, make fun, laugh, but these are serious things we need to know. When we know these things, then we go able to take decisions we go help we country. The development of a country, not to one person in business, not to one person in business as they don't make we believe. Development is a collective issue. Everybody get your own small sense. Everybody get your own small role. We go make the place. But wetin are the key thing we for bring we together? We for build trust. If we trust each other, we go sit down and say, "Let's make a fund. Let all man put $1 a day, every day, $30 a month. Inside 1 year, if we get 1,000 people, they put $30 a day. That money don't turn big money. Now osusu, but the osusu not go work if we not trust we self. If we trust we self, that osusu they work, and because the osusu they work at that time we start them, we can able to sit down look say, okay, what you go do with this money? They'll pay back we self as how we get them, or they'll we invest them. Until we go say, okay, let's go buy gold. Don't take gold export license, we export them. That's what business they go. That's what things they go before. But that all not go work if we not trust each other. Now this mistrust now in our problem. And this mistrust, it they come up from outside the fact say, everybody want for show himself. We get our ego. Then everybody get their own patriotism. A patriotic to me tribe, me na pulo. So me na pulo asabi for be patriotic to. This na temne for be patriotic to. This na many for be patriotic to. We have to stop all of this. If we don't, we dey harm we self, na self-sabotage we dey pan. And na foreigners go dey benefit. Stranger na dem go dey benefit. Do ya? Una allow try that we change some of them things here now. Please, for the sake of we picking them, not for me. Me also dey so. I tell God thank you na me corner. By the grace of God, I will live my life till me time reach for left this world. And not if possible money, and not if possible money. I know we say me not the most perfect person. I'm not. I have made a lot of mistakes in my life. I have done a lot of wrongs in my life. And I have made peace. Sierra Leoneans need to make peace with themselves. We therefore learn for do what in go make we all go before. And I thank you for listening to me. We will come back on Wednesday and do ya that we share this platform, that we like the videos them. Una the new people, una subscribe. We go meet on Wednesday. Thank you very much.
What happens when truth becomes a tool, not a right? In Sierra Leone, confusion isn't just chaos, it's strategy. When leaders deny what you live, gaslight your reality, and rewrite the past, who really holds the power? Tonight on Truth Unmasked, we expose the tactics, we name the games, we decode the lies. Don't just believe what they tell you. Ask why they want you to believe it.
Oh no, who go speak for the voiceless? Oh yeah. The system they're broken is lawless. Then they use the power for oppress. Mama cry for the picky where them put to rest. These streets they red like the sunset. Oh yeah. Bodies that fall, but we not forget. The women them cry, them pain at the silence. Who go fight for justice in this violence? Oh, leaders what the love for the nation. Why you not they bring with tribulation? Them they kill with dreams with oppression. Sierra Leone, we need salvation.